Hello, hello, hello. I
Hello.
think that you're home now.
Wow. Woo.
Yeah, it's a PacifiCast. Our
Happy to
first.
be here.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not sure if there's anyone here right
I
now.
don't. I'm not monitoring that. I don't know.
Yeah, but probably. Oh, there's one person here. I'm
Woo.
not sure who is it,
Woo.
but
Yeah. Yeah.
welcome. Probably, I think it's me.
Colonel in the house.
Yeah.
What's up, Colonel? Hello.
Hello, I'm here with my friend Doctor Booty Quiver, direct from Canada. Yeah.
Canada. Saskatchewan, specifically.
Yes.
I'm in Western Canada. Yes.
Nice
Right.
one. If there's any person that can't, just switch to Portuguese for a moment, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. If you got to do it, you got to do it.
Se tiver alguém aí falando que não esteja entendendo, viu, pessoal, que esteja querendo aprender alguma coisa, querer saber do que a gente está falando aqui, esse daqui é meu amigo Doctor Booty Quiver, ok? My friend, Doctor Booty Quiver. Ele é do Canadá e hoje a gente vai fazer aqui uma live conversando sobre vários temas interessantes aqui que a gente acha mais ou menos. E vocês podem falar aqui nos comentários, que eu posso traduzir tanto para português quanto para inglês e tal. E ele tem um canal no YouTube. E ele vai já falar também sobre tudo isso, ok? So, Dr. Booty Quiver, can you introduce yourself, man?
Yes, I'm Dr. Booty Quiver, also known as Jugless the Rapper, also known as Douglas Evans, which is my regular birth name. I have 2 YouTube channels, a Twitch channel, 4 Instagram accounts, 2 Facebook artist pages. So there's one for Jugless, there's one for Dr. Booty Quiver, but all the streaming goes on Twitch. Dr._Booty Quiver. It's always going to be, if you're looking for Dr. Booty Quiver, it's always going to be the full word doctor. It's not going to be the abbreviation ever, except for the logo on my t-shirts. Funny enough. But that's how, if you ever want to find Dr. Booty Quiver on any social media, the full word. Also on TikTok. TikTok is weird because Dr. Booty Quiver is spelled with 2 zeros instead of the O's in booty. Because TikTok wouldn't let me use Dr. Booty Quiver as normal because I guess it was too dirty. But I don't really understand that because there's a lot of dirty names on TikTok. But for some reason, I've had that a lot where booty is just too dirty. Like I don't know why I can't handle it. Like it's not really that dirty. We all got a booty, you know? So that's me. I'm a rapper, guitar player, entertainer. I would say I review movies too. I didn't talk about that. I review films on Twitch as well. On the Dr. Booty Quiver YouTube, I do reaction videos to Brazilian music because of Colonel Pacifico got me doing that, which is a good thing. It really helped my channel grow. It's over 1,000 subscribers now. So if folks want to subscribe to my YouTube, that would be greatly appreciated. Dr. Booty Quiver. So that's just been a crazy journey doing that. I had no idea that I would get like anything, but you were like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna happen," and you were right. I got more love than I ever thought I would on YouTube, thanks to Colonel Pacifico. All right.
Thanks to your work, because I just say,
course.
in this, but then you did everything, man. I just encourage you to start this project, and I think it's
True.
very good.
But I would have never known to do that without your guidance. So I think it takes 2 to tango, as they say. So I think that you helped, though, for sure.
Let's begin our first subject here. So you said that you are reviewing films or movies, and you are reacting to Brazilian music, but let me see, how many videos have you done?
For the reaction videos?
Yes.
I don't know. I'd have to look. But if I were to guess, I would say like 17, give or take, total.
Yeah.
And plus, we have 2 coming out soon. I just did with my brother. I just have to edit them. I've been so busy with the new job and stuff, so I'm trying to get everything ready. But I did a little bit of headway yesterday. Because I've been doing an original song at the end of the video, so I recorded I think I did Groovy Girl and Lucy Goss for my rap stuff for Jugless. That's when this gets a little confusing. If you want to hear my rap music, it's under Jugless, Jugless. If you want to find me on Bandcamp or Instagram or Facebook. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with this now.
Is this way I've typed here? Did I type correctly or not?
What did you type?
Jugless,
I don't know.
Rap.
Oh, I didn't see it, but I believe you. Just say Jugless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's right.
It's correct or did I?
Yeah. No, that's right. Jugless. Jugless. It's not. I thought it was a real word when I made the name, but it's technically not even a real word. So I just I made up a word, I guess. Jugless, to lack jugs. There you go.
Paulo wants popcorn.
Yeah, put that in Webster's dictionary, and then we'll be on top once that gets put through. Then we'll know it's a real word.
So my question to you right now about all of this Brazilian music that you listen and you reacted. What's your favorite one? Favorite artist?
I've liked pretty much everything. Some of the what you called Brazilian funk was maybe not my most favorite, but I still respected it. It was kind of fun, upbeat. I can't get mad about it. But the ones that I like the most, I would say Massacration really speaks to me because it's super funny, reminiscent of Tenacious D. But people were saying that Tenacious D is just the American version of Massacration when I was explaining it. That's how I know it is. This is sort of like a Brazilian version of Tenacious D, but of course the Brazilian population would be like, no, you got it backwards, and teach their own, of course. But no, I love them. They're super funny. The Metal is the Law, I think, was the first one that I reacted to, and I remember the video really making me laugh because of just the over the top spectacle, like the big guy in the armor and blowing up this kid. It was just really funny. Also Andre Matos is good. His voice is just, rest in peace, right? But excellent. And a lot of these the guy in Massacration too, died of tragic deaths, which is very sad.
A lot of rockers did this.
And not just Brazil, a lot American rockers, Canadian rock. Absolutely. It's just unfortunately something that happens sometimes. But no, I liked Andre Mato. His voice is just angelic, very beautiful. And you can see why he had the following. There's not many voices like that good, so it was pretty good, pretty good music. Yeah.
Do you remember that band that they even published the band itself?
Gangrene Sasosas?
Gangrena Gasosa. Speak this way. Gangrena Gasosa.
Gangrena Gasosa.
Yeah, I really like that band. It's one of my favorite bands. It's what they call themselves Saravá Metal.
Okay.
Saravá. What is Saravá? It's like a kind of hail, but in a way of, okay, we are doing good. Hail.
Yeah.
Yes, hail, but it's related to the African religions, African/Christian religion. So they call Saravá. It's like, hail, this one. So
right.
As you can say in English, voodoo.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. That was the one that we talked about related to voodoo. And that one was cool because the band reached out and shared the video, which was, it's the only time that's ever happened. It was pretty cool. But I still have a copyright claim on that video. So if they could see this and could lift that copyright claim, that'd be cool. But no big deal. I'm getting better at fighting the copyright claims. That's something that you hear about when you do YouTube and you talk about YouTube, but you never realize how ridiculous it is until you start doing it. You have to deal every single video. There's a copyright claim, and you just have to type in your explanation as why it's fair use and why you are able to do this. Because I'm changing the video, all this thing. So I had no idea about this world with YouTube. So that's but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at fighting the claims. The last 6 reaction videos, I beat the claims. So I think that's a good sign. We'll see if I can keep it up though.
I did once when I was in an Iron Maiden concert here nearby my home, and I was there. I did a full video. It was really nice, but then the copyright claim they deleted my video.
Oh, and it probably had a lot of views, right, or something.
A
And
lot
then
of
they,
views
yeah, that sucks.
cancelled. I won. I beat the copyright claim, but after this they just deleted by just no reason. But okay, life goes on,
Yeah,
and
that's the
still one of
thing.
my favorite bands.
And it's silly because when you make a copyright claim, you would think that it would like go to YouTube or the government or something, but it just goes to the person who made the video. So when they get it, then they'll be like, "Oh well, we can just dismiss this," or whatever. They can do whatever they want, pretty much. Um, but you know, it's a weird thing. There's lots of little things you can do to try to make it go your way, and so far the last few have been going well. So let's keep going on track.
But the video that you have most viewers is from Racionais MCs. Yes, it's
Yeah.
Negro Drama.
I can't.
Uh,
It's yeah, it's that one. Yep. That was the one.
oh,
It has 51,000 views right now, which is really good. It's the by far the highest viewed video on my channel. That's pretty good. I
the
didn't.
next one will be Racionais again. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm doing Jesus Caro. Am I saying that right?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Jesus
Oh my goodness, J Squeeze.
Choro.
Sure. Okay. And when I did the video, I did it there's no way said anything right, but I always say, I'm like, correct me in the comments. I want to learn, but I don't know what I'm talking about. We're just here to talk about the music.
Every time there is a Portuguese word, I Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, and with CH, you pronounce with the same sound of an SH in English. Like for example,
Oh,
like for example,
so it's instead of ch. Is what you're saying?
yes, it's show.
Okay, shoro.
I'm going to use this to explain you better. I'm over time.
I feel like we're in school.
Okay, after this, because Paula doesn't want to take my markers to a, I'll take it by myself. Just a moment.
All good.
So, and you do rap. And what's the biggest difference between a Canadian rapper and a Brazilian rapper, as you have heard some of them?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't really. It's hard for me to say because the only thing we've reacted to in Brazil is Ashnae's MCs. I'm saying that wrong, probably, but we
Racionais.
did. Say it again.
Racionais. Oh, again,
Ashnae's.
other tip for you about pronunciation in Portuguese. The letter R in the front
It's H, right?
is H. Yes.
Okay, I got that, but I did better pronouncing it this time than the first time, but I still don't think it's 100% correct. But back to your question, I,
SIC. Ha. C.
see, oh no, oh nice.
Yes. Ha. C. Oh, nice.
Okay, that's
Nice.
what I thought because I remember somebody like typing it out phonetically in the comments for explaining that
I
in the
think it
video.
was.
It might have been you, but I
Yeah.
feel like it was more than one person though. So I think you
Yeah.
were one of them, but there was a few people that like this is how you say it, which is fair. But no, I don't know about the differences. Oh, we also one of the videos coming out is MC Gorilla. I don't know if you know who that is, but
Mm,
we
no.
Spaghetti, one of the viewers on Twitch there, also from Brazil, he recommended it. So and it's a newer because it's a newer than the Hashi Nice MCs. So it was like 2016, but it was just Gucci Gang. It was the song Gucci Gang by Lil Pump, but he did like a remix of it or something. So I reacted
Mm.
to that. So that's all that I know of Brazilian rap at this point, and these two different artists. But taking that, the difference that I see generally, because there's going to be similarities, there's going to be differences with everything, but you see I feel like in the especially I'm just going to talk specifically about the hash and nice MCs. What they're talking about is very serious, like political issues and racial issues. And sure, there's a bit of that, but I feel like generally it's maybe more lighthearted here. Again, that's very general because there's going to be serious stuff, there's going to be silly stuff everywhere, right? But so it's really hard for me to answer that question, honestly. That's the best I could do. But I really liked everything that I've heard so far, especially from the rap. Like, and it's that sort of old school. It reminds me a little bit of like early NWA, that sort of beat, and they have all these different members, and they have like one guy waiting for one part in the song. I really like that. It's all so orchestrated, and everyone knows their part, and everybody's ready to do their part. And it was good. And it was like I don't know how many is in that group, but it looked like on that stage in the video I was reacting to, it was like 30 people in the group. It looked like, or at least they were on stage. But it was entertaining nonetheless. It was a good video.
The main one is called Mano Brown.
Yeah, the main guy. Yeah.
Yes, he's the main. He's well recognized. There's other one that I know that he used to be one of the most recognizable here in Brazil as well. Sadly, he was assassinated because he got involved in a crime situation. His name is Sabotage. Sabotage. I even looked and I searched for some of his songs, but sadly, most of them there aren't subtitles, or there aren't even music videos, just a song. So I think, but there is some translation. So if you want to do this, I'll send you the link as well.
Yeah, for sure. One thing at a time. I still have to edit these videos, but yeah, we'll keep this going. We just keep trying to grow that booty channel. And now that it's monetizable, I'm making like pennies off of videos, so that's something.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Oh, one thing that I think that you should, in the future, of course, react is some Brazilian music genres that's so popular. Like one of them is forró.
Okay.
Forró.
What does that mean?
Well, supposed to be one type of music called for all. For all. So this came to Brazilian ears like a kind of music called for all, for all, for all, for all, for all, for all became forró. And there is and there is an old style and there is the new style. In that, this one here, this picture here, symbolizes one man playing forró with an accordion. So he's playing with an accordion. The traditional one is for my region here in the northeast of Brazil, and they play with this accordion, triangles, and other regional instruments. And it's very dancing. It's very nice. But there's difference even amongst in forró. And the other one is axé. Axé, it was very popular in Brazil in the 90s, especially with one of the bands, El Chan. I would do this, but sadly one thing happened and I just quit. You know what's happened? Yes, you know.
I think so.
Do you remember? Oh, you have to do this with one person, but okay, let's change the subject. You remember. Yes, you remember. So, my friend, let me talk about another subject here. And I've seen that you were recording a new music. Yes, a new song.
Yeah, I have 2 new albums coming out actually. One for Doctor Booty Quiver and one for Juggler, so a rap album, which is like 70% done. I just need 3 more songs. But again, I just need to find the time to do those. I've been doing those in my spare time. Beats from multiple different producers. I think I made one of the beats even, and Hibernation the rapper who is on Twitch. I don't know if you know him. I feel like you do. Hibernation raps. Really? Maybe? I thought maybe. Maybe not. But he's one of
Rice. Yes, Rice Baby.
That's a different one. But yeah, no, he's good. We've collabed before. But no, he didn't make any beats for this album. At least not yet. He could. I did ask him. But then there's also the Doctor Booty Quiver album, which I've been trying to record for 5 years, and something is always cutting in the way. COVID, or we just can't get people in the same room or whatever. But we finally recorded at least the backing tracks, which is just the instruments off the ground. I booked 5 days off work, and we did it in my auntie's house with the high ceilings. and it was good. It was still really hard to get everybody in the same room, but we did it, and we had just enough time to get it out basically. And there was like 20 songs or so that we recorded, which is crazy to think about because that's more than most people record for an album. But I just wanted to get every single thing done that I had, every single song I had out of the way. So that was the plan there. And I think we did it. We'll see. We just have to record vocals and also some backing tracks for keyboards, which now we have a keyboard player, which is new. He was just sort of thrown in there, but I think it sounds pretty good. And like I said, we'll do some backtracks, so we'll fix anything that sounds weird. And then we'll have Mikey, our lead guitarist, also doing backtracks for that, and then vocals, all that. But it's been a long process to get to this point with that, so I'm excited. And I think the album is going to be called Tales from the Booty Patch. And then the album cover is like some butts with like leaves around them, so they sort of look like cabbages. There's like a bunch of butts in a cabbage patch kind of thing. That's the concept for the album art. And then the other one, Jugless, I had for the rap album. The last album I did was called The New Drake, which is the joke. You know Drake. He's the one
Yeah.
of the biggest Canadian rappers there is probably. He has
But
the
do you know that he had a controversy in Brazil here?
what?
Drake.
You saw him?
Yeah. Yes, Drake. Drake had a controversy here in Brazil. I
What
think
did,
it was 2 or 3 years ago. He came to do a performance here, and I think that I'm not sure because I don't like this type of gossip, but probably he took the Brazilian flag and ripped or just burned. Let me ask for someone that who really knows about this situation. Amor, vem cá. O que foi que aconteceu com o Drake? Aquele Drake, aquele rapper, quando ele veio para o Brasil. She doesn't know as well.
No, then it's okay.
But there is a controversy that I remember this. I have to Google it. But okay, it's not you, it's him.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's the old Drake. I am the new Drake, as the album says. But this is the meme, the famous meme where he's wearing. I think it's from the Hotline Bling video where he's wearing the orange coat and he's going like oh I don't like that in the first frame, and then the next frame he's like he likes the thing. So I sort of recreated that with the first frame being Jugless, and he's like, "Ooh, no, Jugless." But then the next thing is the new Drake, and he's like, "Yeah, the new Drake," and that's the joke there. But then I was thinking to keep in the theme, sort of the last album for the title anyway, that and I think this is funny. We'll see what you think. That it would be called the current Beyonce, and I would like do myself up like Beyonce from the Lemonade video and like with the bat and the dress and things and like try to recreate that photo. And I think that would be funny. So that would just and just be my rap song. And that I think that the main joke is that obviously like I'm nothing like these artists. These are like this serious R&B and rap artists, and I'm doing songs about silly things.
Do you plan to put all of this on Spotify?
Yes, I'll put this one on Spotify. I think the last thing I did, the quarantine album, I didn't. I just put on Bandcamp because honestly, when I put stuff on Spotify, I have to really want it to be there forever because if I just put everything on there, I'm losing money. I make much less money from Spotify than it costs to put things on there. So I limit what I put on there for sure.
I have to say something for you right now. I'm a karate sensei, and there is a playlist of my trainings. Every time there is a playlist. I put pandas on this playlist, and every time that they play it, I say, "Oh, this is for my Canadian friend. Do you like it?" "Oh, yes, I like." One of my karate students even said, "Oh, it's really nice. I'm going to search it and I'm starts to listen to it."
That's the
So
dream,
this
baby. Thank you.
Booty Quiver. Yes, especially pandas, and I like booty sweat as well.
Good. Yeah, I forget that there's a live recording of that one. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
We'll have a real recording, a studio recording of that soon. So that'll be good. And we combine it with the other song, "Sucking on the Teat" of the Weed Machine. It's the combo song for that. Yeah, because after you work out, so not everyone's different, obviously, but some people will want to suck on the teat of the weed machine after they booty sweat. So, for lack of a better term. No, yeah,
And
the go. I was just gonna say the album's super fun, so I'm excited to get it out. It's been a long time in the making. Yeah.
okay, really nice, and I hope that this will be a lot of success, and especially you come doing a tour here in Brazil. I could be your manager.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to come by one day if I ever get enough time, and obviously I'd have to get a new passport because it's been many years since I've been on a plane. I've only been to America, and out of countries that aren't Canada, I've only been in two countries, one of them being America. So that was a long time ago. So I'd have to renew my passport and figure out funds and all that kind of stuff. But I really would like to. Seems like a lot of fun. We would hang out, and I think you should come here too. We could
Yes,
you'd have
more
fun.
expensive to me, but okay, I'll try.
Huh? What's that?
More more expensive to me to
To
go
go to
there.
Canada? Okay, yeah,
But
that's fair.
okay, okay, I will handle with this situation properly in the future.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Once Doctor Booty Quiver's big, we can pay for it all.
You want popcorn?
Nice.
Okay, and you do as well. You do just a moment.
No, eat the popcorn. It's good. You got to eat some.
You do movie reviews as well.
Yes.
And how about series, man? Do you like series?
TV shows? Yeah, I have reviewed shows before, but it just takes a lot more to review a TV show. So I've just been doing movies lately because it's easier. But I have reviewed some shows before, like Big Mouth and stuff. I think I reviewed Big Mouth, but there's lots of reviews that aren't on YouTube because I didn't start archiving them until a little while ago, and I've been doing this for like 2 or 3 years now with the reviewing. And at a certain point, I was like, okay, it's just deleting these. So I should put them on YouTube, and now they're on YouTube. But now I am putting half of them on Patreon. So if people want to subscribe to my Patreon, that would mean the world to me. It's as low as $1 a month, and you can put as much as you or little as you want. Again, as low as $1, but still you get access to a ton. You get your name at the end of my reaction videos. You get access to weekly content. I'm now putting one movie review, one piece of musical content, exclusive Twitch clip, so 2 things a week from that, as well as on top of that, there's a whole bunch of existing content like photos, and you get early releases of songs, which I've been putting a lot from the new Juggles album on there, and I'll probably put once we have the actual tracks from the Doctor Booty Quiver album, I'll probably put them on there too. So yeah, Patreon. If you really want to support an artist, that is the way to support them. Um, but yeah, that's where the all the music, or not all the music, all the half of the movie reviews are going now. But I will still put one free one on YouTube on a different channel though. I don't put them on the Doctor Booty Quiver channel anymore because it was detracting from that channel. People, it would fill up the spots of videos, and people would be
Yeah.
like unsubscribing because it's not the content they want. It's not the Brazilian reaction video. So I just put them on the Douglas Evans YouTube channel. But yeah, I have a good time with it though, and I think if as long as you keep changing stuff, doing something differently, and keep learning, then chances are you get somewhere eventually. At least that's the goal, And I think I have. I'm doing a lot better than I thought I ever would on YouTube. So there's great success in the words of Borat. But yeah.
Another question for you right now. Is
Yes.
it hard to live as an artist there in Canada?
What's it like? You say?
Is it hard? Is it hard?
Is it hard?
Yeah.
Like anything,
Especially money.
financially, sure. Well, obviously, like I'm not 100% professional musician. I like to think of myself as a semi-professional musician because I work 4 days at a regular job, but then I have 3 days off a week where I try to focus on this kind of stuff. And I think it is hard in a way, but if you love something and money's not a factor, like you can do it in some fashion. Like if you can make music or you can whatever you can do, if you love doing it, writing, whatever, you will keep doing it if you love doing it no matter what. And that is I'm never gonna stop. I love doing it. The dream is to make money from this, and I'm making a little bit, tiny bit of bits of money now and then, and that's really cool. That's not obviously what it's ultimately about, but it would be cool to be able to not have to go to my regular job and just make videos and stuff. But that being said, I also don't mind my regular job. I like making food, I like cooking, but it's not my number one passion. And it is hard to be an artist. Of course it's hard to be an artist. That's because everyone wants to be an artist, right? It's perceived as to be glamorous, but if you really want to do it, you'll do it. And if you don't really want to do it, you'll get sick of it and you'll try something else. That's what I feel like for anything, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So let's now talking about personal taste. Are you froze? I think that you froze.
I'm here.
Oh, no. Before we go to the personal taste subject. Let's talking about one thing that is very different, comparing Brazil and other countries with Canada. Like for example, uh, we know that in Canada it's way cold. It's so
Okay.
cold in Canada.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a true. In your country, and I think it's province. Do you call it? It's not state. Yes, it's
Yes,
province.
provinces. Yes, provinces is correct.
So it's and I see that it's way large. It's
It's the
yes.
second largest country in area, but we have like really tiny population compared to a lot of countries. So that's kind of ironic in a way because we have so much space. There's just like fields and fields of wheat. It's like as at least in Saskatchewan. But like I said, that's just one. Our province is as big as a lot of countries, or bigger than a lot of countries. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, Canada is really big. And you talked about the cold,
Yeah.
but and it is cold here, but we have a summer. Some people don't know that we do. We have a summer. It's fall now. It's September, so it'll start snowing in like a month or two. But we have like it's about 6 months of snow and 6 months of no snow, give or take. There's the really nice months, which are like July, August, May, June. Those in April. Those 4 months are usually really nice, and then it gets cold. It gets pretty cold, but it's not
How
that
is
bad
the
for a coat.
how is the weather right now there? How is the
It's
weather?
actually I haven't been outside. Oh, actually, I was outside earlier, like 5 hours ago. It was like a little chilly today. Like it's gloomy. I'm looking out the window right now. It's a little gloomy, but it's starting to transition. It was really nice at the beginning of September, but now it's starting to get cold again. But yeah, it's a little gloomy. It's a
How
nice in
many
Brazil. It's probably really nice there, right?
do you
Weather-wise.
know how many degrees it's there right now? Or don't you know
What's that?
how many degrees it's
I
there
can
right?
look. I can look on the internet that I have here. Current
I've looked I've looked here on my phone and right now on my city it's 32 Celsius degree.
plus plus 32.
Yeah,
It's here. It is plus 19.
that was good.
So a
Uh,
little colder,
you
but it's not
you
that bad.
you said plus. We just say because we never go
It
below
never
zero.
goes below.
No,
Okay, yeah.
no,
We
no.
always we always specify because it goes up and down. But yeah, that's fair. See the differences. Yeah,
In
there
some
you go.
places of Brazil, we go below zero, but here in my region, never, never, never,
Never.
never. I
Yeah.
think that the lowest temperature that I've seen it was 19. I think it was 19. Yes,
Yeah.
plus 19 as you
Yeah.
said.
And that's
But
to
here
us
it's
is
not.
like not that bad. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, here it was way hot, and I love hot weather. I love
Yeah, like
hot weather.
plus 30. If we get a plus 30 day, it's like people are talking about it. It's like, oh, it's hot today. It's a hot day. But that's probably like regular for you ish.
Today is an ordinary one. It's an ordinary one.
Yeah, exactly. But does it get like crazy, crazy hot, like plus 40 or something. Yeah,
Yep.
like that's the stuff that would scare me because that's when you can die.
Not in
That
my
level.
city, not here in my city, but in the capital, for sure. Like for
Yeah,
example, I live in a coastal area, so there is the sea here, and the sea cools the air. But in the center of my state, especially the capital, Teresina, wow,
yeah,
there is plus 40, like every day, every day,
yeah.
and there is no breeze. It's just a lot of hot air and hot weather. But
I bet.
this is this is the way, as the Mandalorian said. Let's talking about series or TV shows, as you mentioned previously. Not
Sure.
about not about reviews, but do you have a top five, a top 10 of favorite series?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd have to think about it for a sec, but I could come up with some names. Like, I feel like putting comedy and serious things in different categories because they're so different. Like for comedy, like The Simpsons, like in this prime, obviously it's not as good as it used to be, but like season 3 to like season even like 14, I would go a little farther than some people. That's pretty good stuff. All the way to that. And oh, Nathan for You. I don't know if you know what Nathan for You is,
So,
but it's a comedy show on HBO. It's no longer running. Nathan Fielder, he goes and gives. It's a reality show, so he gives advice, business advice to these companies. But the advice could be construed as good, but it's sort of they're all sort of kind of dumb ideas. Like for instance, there's a pizza place that he thinks of a promotion. It's like, okay, if you deliver a pizza in this amount of time, then if you don't meet that period, then they get a free pizza. It just says free pizza. So there's no way that they could possibly meet that because it's like 10 minutes or less. There's no way they could make that time limit. So they end up just giving them a tiny pizza like this big because it doesn't say that they would get their pizza free. It just says free pizza. So they give them a tiny pizza. So just little things like that. It's really brilliant comedy. It's really funny. Nathan Fielder. Also the Eric Andre show. I would put on the comedy list for best comedy shows. I don't know. Do you know what that one is? It's
no.
it's another American. It's on from Adult Swim. The episodes are like 15 minutes. They're pretty short, but it's like sort of a takeoff on talk shows. So he'll get real guests on there that don't realize that it's a joke, and he basically tortures them for their interview, and like will like drip fluid on the ceiling or have someone bust out from the floor and surprise them and that kind of stuff. And it's really funny. And he also does Man on the Street sketches, just over the top, really funny comedy. Um, that's 3 comedy shows. I'm gonna start to go into the serious stuff, and maybe I'll remember
No,
some
top
comedy.
three. Only top three.
Only top 3 or top 5? I already
Yeah.
did 3. I thought you said 10 at one point.
No, because you said that it could be so difficult for you. Could be
Yeah,
top five.
I could. Okay, I'll do it serious now then. Breaking Bad for sure. I gotta put Breaking Bad in there. I mean, it's like a perfect show. There's not one flaw with it as far as I see. It's just the first episode you're in, you're hooked, and it ends perfectly. I even liked El Camino, the movie follow up with Jesse was really good. Um, I'm trying to think now of other shows. There's
That's
just
perfect.
one more, right? One more show. I gotta think. I gotta
Oh,
say a good one.
mixture, because I thought that you're going to do comedy in one list and the
Yeah,
serious.
yeah, but
Because
then I started to forget. I just started jumping all over the place now. But whatever. It's no particular order. Just shows I like. Um, but Breaking Bad for sure. I'm trying to think. I wouldn't put this on the list, but I think it's an honorable mention. The Boys. I just started The Boys. It was pretty
very
good.
good, very good.
Ooh, actually, you know what? I know what to put for the final spot. And this show is also pretty new, but it's fucking perfect, and it's better than the source material. And I'm talking about Cobra Kai because it's just perfect. And like when I heard this was coming, I was like, I don't care about this. A continuation of the Karate Kid movies. I had seen some of them. I didn't really care. And then I reviewed every single Karate Kid movie, even the remake with Jackie Chan, and I actually like that one too. But And then I watched the Cobra Kai show. And watching all that and then watching the Cobra Kai show is the right move because then you get every single reference that they make in the show. They acknowledge every movie, unlike Ghostbusters Afterlife or something where they just pretend the second movie didn't exist because it doesn't fit in with the image they want to portray or whatever. But I like that. Take the stupid things, make fun of it. Like the bonsai tree store in the third movie. They make fun of that and like, oh, it was a bad idea, but they recognize that it exists and it happens. They build on the characters like Johnny, um, and like they show how he could have seen it from a different perspective, how he sees himself as the victim, and you kind of see how, but so I don't know, it's just really well done show, and the action's great, and it's better done than the original films because there's more to it. There's more characters. The characters are more fleshed out, and it's more exciting because you don't know who's going to win each tournament. It could be anybody, because there's so many different characters that they set up there that could be the winner. With the obviously, it's going to be Daniel in the movies every time. It's going to be Daniel, but you know, good.
Have you
Good.
watched
Yeah,
the series?
that's my five. That I could probably think about more shows that I like, but those are the first five I thought of. So, boom, top five.
Watched the latest one? Have you watched the latest season?
Cobra Kai, yeah. Is it? Did they come out with season 4, or 3, or 5? Right.
Season
Okay, I have
five.
to watch that one. I haven't watched that one yet. I don't have Netflix right now. I might have to get it just for that.
I was watching. Yeah, oh no, not last night. Yesterday, me and Paula, but Paula just slept on the episode 7, I think. Yes, because she was very tired. But it's a really nice. I agree with you. I like so much Cobra Kai, and as you know, some of the people. I'm not sure if there's people watching here, but they think they could watch after this because the streaming will be recorded. It's I'm a karate sensei. I'm a karate practitioner. Do
Oh yeah. So how do you feel about like? Does it
yes,
feel realistic?
no, not at all. Not at all.
That's fair, but it's a show.
The fights are not realistic
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
They don't fight well. It's bad choreography, but okay. I'm just
It's for show though. It's for show.
yes. So most of the fights there aren't those flips and aren't those
Yeah.
those
Yeah, that
back
makes
flips.
sense.
That's okay. It's nice. The choreography of the fight sometimes are good, sometimes they're not. But
Fair enough.
it's like a show. It's not to be realistic. If
Yeah.
realistic, watching like a kind of an MMA fight or anything like that. But okay, I really like that one. So it's this your top 5?
That's what
So
I'm saying for now anyway. It could always
uh,
change. But
okay,
Simpsons,
that's it.
Nathan for You, Eric Andre, Breaking Bad, Cobra Kai, I think is what I said. Yeah.
A recommendation for you right now because you mentioned Breaking Bad. I've watched Breaking Bad.
Better Call
I like
Saul?
no, not this one.
Uh,
I like it Breaking Bad, but if this series wasn't a huge success, I'm not talking about um, Breaking Bad. I'm talking about this other series that originated this style of a bad character could be the protagonist of the series. It's The Sopranos. For
okay,
sure.
yeah, I've been told to watch this before. I know people usually put this on the list. I've never seen it. I probably will eventually. There's just so many shows and so many things. But yeah, no, I want to watch The Sopranos. I
Watch
don't have it on the actual list, but it's on my mental list for sure. It is.
watch it because for me it's the best series. It's the best.
A lot of
Yeah.
people would put it there. Yeah. I know that
Yeah.
it sort of started that film a show like a movie to Buffy the Vampire Slayer also did this too, but and Sopranos though is one of those first shows that people really were like, oh wow, this is really good television. I remember people talking about it when it came out, and even how it finished. I think people generally liked how it ended too, for the most part.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a nice ending. Man, at the beginning of your streamings on Twitch, you used to play video games too.
yeah, I used to
Uh,
play video games. I
yeah.
do sometimes. I'll do a bonus stream every now and then. I did do one not that long ago, I think. I forget which game I played. Maybe Mario Kart, maybe Super Mario Kart. But yeah, I used to do back when it was COVID and I had like every day off. I would do every Sunday. I would play video games, but I could only do one a week. I barely have enough time for that, and that was the one thing I was sort of like I could do without that. So I just do rapping, guitar, and and the movie reviews now. But when I get a spare moment, I'll be like, oh, maybe I could do a quick gaming stream now, and I do that every now and then. That's why in my bio on Twitch, it's like, okay, I mainly do this, but I do game like once in a blue moon, so keep that in mind.
Okay, but you consider yourself a gamer or not?
I would consider. Well, that's the thing. What's the definition of a gamer, right? Some people would give it different
Someone who
meanings.
plays.
To me, it's just someone who likes video games, right? At all. Even if some people might like them more or less, but I like specifically older video games. Like I can't really get into the new shit at all. It's mostly too complicated for me, or at least on the surface, it seems that way, so it scares me. But things like that you can just pick up and play and get right away. My top 3 video games of all time. In fact, I for some reason said this last night on my stream. My top 3 video games of all time are Super Smash Bros, the first one, N64, as well as Pac-Man and Tetris. Those are my top 3 video games of all time because they all have a simplicity about them. Obviously, the most complicated one of those is probably Smash Bros, but it's still pretty simple. You just fight each other. That's pretty much it. There's a little more controls there to learn. But with Tetris and Pac-Man, it really is just you get what you see. The shapes, get the lines, get them out. Pac-Man, get the dots, eat the ghosts, eat the fruit. It's and I love Pac-Man. That might be my number one actually. Is Pac-Man, but good stuff, good video games. Yeah, I'm a gamer, but definitely old school. Like the newest console that I own is a GameCube, and it's specifically only for Smash Bros. Melee. Which I like Melee, but I'd like the original just a little more because that's the one I grew up with, so I know it a little more. But
Fair
that's just
enough.
how it goes.
Well, I like Super Smash Bros, but I suck at Super Smash Bros.
I'm okay. I'm not the best. I'm at least play like I can do it.
Or-
I'm good. I'm good compared to some, but I'm not great. One time I went in a tournament. Boy, did I not know what I was going in for Smash Bros. Melee. I was in a program called Media School, and they did a tournament for Melee for some reason. So I went in, and I was immediately pushed up a bracket because someone bowed out of the competition. So I got put into like the semifinals immediately. So I went against this guy who was crazy good. Like I got in like a couple hits, but I just kept getting knocked out, and I was trying really hard, but he was just on me. I could not get rid of him. He was so good. And he ended up winning the competition, so I didn't feel that bad about it.
I think you should try to play, if you have the opportunity to play Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is the latest one.
Yeah, that's the newest one. I would, but I'm not going to go out of my way. But if it's around, I'd do it. I just got so much going on. But
some of your friends that have a Nintendo Switch, and I think if you want to play, you should try it because it's good. But as I said, I'm terrible with this. But the controls, the basic controls are still there. It's still the same. Okay, it's down A or B, up A or B, and just this. The simplicity is still the same. But there are the
cool. I'm sure I'd like it too. Yeah.
One of the fighters, and I think it's fair enough. It's a good one. It's a good one. But I have to practice more because every time that I play, especially online. Online, there's just monsters that play there.
What character do you like to play as typically?
Link.
Me too.
Link or myself.
Oh, you can play as like your me or whatever?
Just a moment. I have to say,
you're going to show it? Okay. Woo! I don't know if anyone's watching this right now, but if you are, hi.
Okay, I'm back. Here it is.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, those are neat.
Oh, Paula she's watching. LOL. Laugh out loud.
Woo! Paula!
Man, if I do a kind of challenge with you, do you want?
What? What do you mean?
To learn Portuguese.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That was the original plan. I was trying to get people to join in, but yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, let me just switch. I'm going to show you.
So I have to like
The rest of the people. Myself on the video game.
Oh, okay. Because you can make your own character, right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Okay. That's cool.
And we can do in a 3 different way. It can be a me brawler. Let me just put this way here. Okay. Okay. There is the me brawler.
Yeah. The Colonel.
Yes, Nicholas. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks like you. Yeah. Stylish. No, yeah, I see it.
and I fight good with this. But the rest, I just like to play with Link. I'm good with Link. Well, I'm an average one. Not good.
He's my guy though too. He's my guy for sure.
Yeah. And I like as well Bowser and some other ones.
Yeah, I sometimes play as Ganondorf on the melee. Yeah.
How about The Legend of Zelda? Have you played The Legend of Zelda? Because you play Link with Link.
I've only played the NES ones, the first and the second one. For NES, I've only played. I used to have an NES way back when I played those, but I never beat them. I don't think. But I remember really liking the second one. I liked the second one a lot because it was like you had the one view where it was over top, like bird's eye view, and then you would switch into side scrolling. And it's different. And people diss this one, and they don't like it generally, but I like that one.
It's considered the worst game of The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, I like that one, but that's just what I grew up with, right? A lot of people say like Link to the Past is the best.
You have a Nintendo 64? Do you? Yeah.
I have a Nintendo 64. I used to have those games, and I played a little bit of them. The Ocarina of Time, I think specifically that one. But we foolishly sold them a long time ago. But it's just that isn't really the kind of game that me or my brother really likes. Like the try to figure out stuff kind of thing. Like I said, simplicity is what. And if I get like lost in a game, I immediately lose interest. Like I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to know what's going on.
So you like games direct to the point.
Yeah, like it's different if there's a part that you keep trying and you're like, "Okay, I want to beat this part." As long as you know what you're trying to accomplish, then it's okay. But as soon as I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish, I'm like, "Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm out of here." That's why when I was streaming Conker's Bad Fur Day, I was having a hard time because I didn't know where I was going, and like sometimes people would help me, direct me, but there wasn't always people there to help me and direct me. So I ended up just like going to the multiplayer mode because I know that part.
Because you have just huge people there.
Yeah, exactly. It's like GoldenEye, but with squirrels.
GoldenEye is excellent. I've played the 007 and GoldenEye on Nintendo 64 a lot with my friends, and I really like that one.
Yeah,
as well Pokemon Stadium, especially the mini games.
Yeah, I used to have those too. Yeah, I remember. And GoldenEye, I remember people always talk shit. They're like, "Oh, it was good in the time, but now there's been so many advancements that it's not the same. It's not as good." But you know what? Shut up. It's still good. I'd still play that game. It's fun. Go back in time. So what that you have to like hold the R button to aim? Deal with it. Get over yourself. That's how I feel.
And how about books? Do you like to read books?
Books, honestly, I'm just gonna say straight up, no, not really. But I have read books. I have to really, really like be entertained to read a full book all the way through. I've only read like 10 books all the way through in my entire life, probably. Yeah, I know it's not very good. But my favorite book is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That is, it's just so good, you know. This like the imagery and like I love candy, so it's like just cool to have those images. But another book that I like that I recently read, well, I say recently, I probably read it like 4 years ago, but it was called The Disaster Artist. I don't know if you know about the movie The Room with Tommy
Yeah.
Wiseau, but that is about and there's also the movie The Disaster Artist now. You may have heard that with James Franco, but the book was before, and it's a true life events. It's explaining how Greg Sestero met Tommy Wiseau and all the weird things, like how he got the money to fund The Room, which is a funny part. He was selling counterfeit coats or something, and he got the money to fund The Room through that. And it's just a really funny book. That's why I was able to read the whole. I have to be very captivated to read, or I will lose interest. I won't be able to do it. But just like anything though, like a movie or anything. But I feel like The Hobbit, yeah, yeah. And I know that The Rings of Power just came out. My brother was talking about that. But honestly, I am not the biggest Lord of the Rings guy. I don't hate it or anything, and I like the movies. But I haven't even seen the Hobbit movies. I've only seen the Peter Jackson films. That's it. I haven't read any of the books. Nothing. But I respect the story. I like the world building in it. It's cool. Um, but yeah, the my brother was saying that the Rings of Power was good. Um, but some people I think are like critic bombing it, like review bombing it. So
Uh, you
on
know why? Do you know
well,
why?
why? Because they're mad
Uh,
about it.
no, just black people. Because
What?
there is black actors and black actress on the cast
That's
of
why
the
they're
film.
rating bombing it. You're saying?
Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
yeah.
that's so dumb.
Some of them they are saying, "Oh, there is not this. There is no black
Oh,
elves and
fuck
not
off. Who cares?
not black men and not black women in that time because it was considered a different thing." And well, man,
That's stupid. It's a fantasy world.
yeah.
Like what? Like grow up. That's stupid.
But as you can see, a lot of different people are just complaining about this. They're crying. I've just seen last night. There's just a small trailer. I think it was a teaser trailer about the Little Mermaid film, and it will be a black woman
Yeah,
as well.
I think there's nothing wrong with that at all. It should just be about the story. There's nothing really like she's a mermaid. Like it doesn't. There's nothing specific about her race or anything in the story anyway. So why would it matter? And even if there was, it wouldn't matter. It's just they're just telling a story. So yeah, I always thought that kind of stuff super dumb. Just like get over it. If there's good acting, if the story is good, then that's all that should matter. But people really get worried about the most trivial things with movies. So it's stupid.
Very good, man. So another question for you right now: It's are you hungry?
Well, am I hungry? What?
Yeah,
I ate
because
before this.
because for me right now it's 4.
It's dinner.
Yes, 4 p.m. But for you, I think it's noon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1:03. Close enough. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have to ask you, how about food? Not food, but the hour. Usually, what time do you eat lunch there?
Well, everyone's different. Honestly, I eat food weird times because of my job, but like, it's like I'd say it's regular. People would eat breakfast at like 10 in the morning or so, and or at 9 or whatever, and then lunch would be noon or 1 or whatever, and then supper's like 5 or 6 or 7 or something like that. Give or take, everywhere's different. But for me, my personal eating habit, I'll wake up at like give or take. And it's going to be different because I'm going to be waking up early for my job, but I'll wake up on a typical day that I don't work. I'll wake up at like 11 a.m. and then I won't eat until like 1 p.m. or so or 2 p.m. And then I probably won't eat again until like 10 p.m. Okay, then I only eat like twice a day. Also, because I have retainers, so I don't want to like constantly be snacking and taking out my retainers all the time. That's annoying. So I try to eat like a lot in small periods, basically. Yeah.
Some questions about Canada. In Canada, you use metric system, yes?
Yeah, I believe that's correct. Yes.
Metric system and
Yeah.
Celsius degree as
Yeah.
well.
Celsius. Yeah.
But let me see, metric system. But about height, you measure heights in feet
Yes.
or
So we take a little bit from both, I think. But
imperial?
that's right. Yeah. We do in feet. Yeah.
I have no idea how it's going to be. 1 feet, or I think 1 feet is 3 centimeters. I think. Not sure. Not really sure because I don't use it. This. Not about pounds. Do you use pounds or do you use kilos?
Both, but pounds more so, I'd say. We use both. Like for like if you're weighing yourself, it's pounds. But if you're like weighing an apple or like apples, it's probably grams and kilograms. Yeah, that's the difference.
A lot? Not.
Huh?
This confuses a lot or not?
Not too much. If you just look for the little sign, right? If it says kg, it's kilogram. If it's lb, it's pounds. But usually it's just like the only time you see with pounds is when we're talking about our own weight, like how much you weigh, how much I weigh. But when it's anything else, usually it's like if you're buying like some peanuts, it's 100 grams of peanuts or whatever, you know. So that's the difference, I'd say. But we use both, yeah, grams and pounds.
Interesting. Now, just for us to finish, I'm not sure if you are tired or not, just talking for more than 1 hour. I'm not sure.
I'm okay.
I'm going to do with you right now that thing that I want to do here, the board. But let me just wait for a moment. Let's talk in Portuguese because I have to do this with you. I'm going to do a small game like that we recorded previously, but sadly my computer broke and I lost everything. It's a nightmare.
That's
I'll have
sad,
to
yeah.
for the HD to see if I can still have that files, but let's see it. I'm going to do a small game in English and Portuguese with you. Wait for a
Okay.
moment.
Okay. Yeah. Excuse me. I have the sound effects. I forgot.
Yes. Press button. Oh, an interesting thing that I've seen. I mean, this is a kind of culture thing. When you're counting points or counting things, in English, we used to do it this way. This is 5. But in Brazil, we do a kind of a square. 1
Right.
point, 3 points, 4 points, and 5 points.
Right.
Which one?
I think you
Which
told
one?
me that. Yeah, we do the
Yes.
first one. We do the first one, yeah.
Yeah. But okay, I like this way because I think it's too cute this way.
Fair enough. Yeah, no.
Okay. Now let's do one thing here. No, I'm going to do a bigger way.
Okay.
Read this word, please.
Almaco.
Okay, let's pronounce it again.
Okay.
Especially this one here, this letter here, with the sound of
Ch. Ch. S.
yes, almoço.
Almoso.
Almoço.
Okay. Okay.
What do you think that this word means? Okay, I'll give you 3 options. Letter A,
This
letter
is
B,
fun.
and letter C.
Multiple choice.
Okay, what do you think that this word means?
Huh.
Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I don't know, but I'm gonna guess A. Breakfast, but I don't know. I'm wrong. Was I wrong?
Yes. The correct one is lunch.
Lunch. Okay, fair enough. I had no idea.
Lunch. Okay. 0
Okay,
point.
I'll try to remember that.
Almoço.
Almoço, lunch. I'm
Looks
with
like it's similar to Italian one. Okay. Almoço.
Almoço.
Other words here
All right.
is janta.
Janta.
Yes, janta.
Nice. Okay. I feel better about that one.
Well, 2 options for you right now. Okay.
Ooh, that's easier.
It's breakfast or
Ooh.
dinner.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna pick the wrong one again. But let me think about this. My heart says B, dinner, but I could be wrong. Am I wrong
Dinner.
again?
Now is correct.
Yeah. All right. That one felt more right. Yeah.
Yes, janta. Janta is dinner in English. Breakfast in Brazilian Portuguese is café da manhã.
Café Tananyan.
Yes, morning coffee.
Okay.
Very good.
Cool.
Café da manhã. This in Brazilian Portuguese, because in Portuguese from Portugal is pequeno almoço. Small lunch.
Okay.
Café
Café
da
de
manhã.
ma. So can you say it again?
Café da manhã.
Café de manhã.
Yes. One nightmare, especially from gringos or from foreign people in Portuguese, is what we call dígrafos. It's 2 words that mixture together, 2 consonants that mix together and became a different sound. Like, for example, this, this, and this. I think these 2 sounds here doesn't have in English. Don't have in English. These 2 here.
Okay.
LH, LH. Like, for example, LH. I'll give you words, for example. I'll give you words.
Okay.
Okay. This word here, like, for example.
Lama, Nahar, Kamanha, Manya. No? Yes?
No. Let's pronounce again. This one here.
Malhar?
No. Yeah.
That's
Malha.
Malya. Malya.
So again, the LH, it's yeah.
Malya. Malya.
You. Malhar. Malhar means workout.
Malya.
Malhar.
Malya.
Yeah. The other one.
Lama.
Again, the same. Yama.
Yama. Yama.
It's the llama.
But
Llama, that animal, that biggest animal from Peru.
Yama.
Do you know that animal? Llama. I think.
Yeah,
llama.
Yeah, llama. But I'm supposed to say Yama?
Yes, Yama.
Okay, as long as we're on the right page.
And these other ones with NH.
Kamayar.
Wow, that
Was
was
good.
pretty close. Pretty
Woo.
close. Caminhar.
Kamayar.
Caminhar.
Caminhar.
Yes, here. You put NH in your nose. Caminhar.
Caminhar.
No. Back. Come back. It was better before.
Caminhar.
Caminhar is to walk. To walk. Okay? And manhã.
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 It's morning in English. And as well, we have these accents here. We have 3 accents in English, in Portuguese. This one here, it's from a close one. We have this other one and this other ones. Okay, but I'm not teach you Portuguese right now. I'm just say that it was really nice. I'm not sure if you liked, but I really like to have you here.
No, I loved it, man. Thank you for having me. That was fun with the Portuguese. I always like. I should be learning more, but like it just comes down to free time, right? I would be learning more if I had more free time, but I'm trying to do a million different things because it's hard to find the time. But thank you for that little lesson. That was really fun.
Can I teach you just a small bit?
Yeah, of course.
Of videos. Usually, how you start your videos?
I think I say like I
Hello,
speak English. I should speak Portuguese. I just say like I just yell Brazil usually or something like that.
Yes, hello Brazil. You just say Olá Brazil.
I should say hola. Okay, that's easy.
Olá.
Yeah. You're right. Next time I'll try to remember to do that.
Like this.
Hola, Brazil.
Olá.
Hola.
Yeah, olá.
Hola.
Olá, Brasil. Oh, oi.
No, that's oi.
Oi, Brasil.
I like that. That's
yes.
fun.
Hello.
Oi. Oi, Brazil. Oi.
Oi. Like a Cockney accent.
Oi, what's up? What's up? Oi, what's up, Brazil?
That was really nice. And you want to say you say bye bye. You can say ciao ciao.
Ciao.
Yeah, ciao
Okay.
ciao.
I think I'll remember that. That's good. Thank you. That does help a lot. Makes me seem more competent.
Okay, my man. So thank you very much for you again. I hope that we do this another time, another opportunity.
Yeah,
if
we just have to organize it, and we can do it again for sure. No problems there.
And thank you, and see you around. And so now switch to Portuguese just to say goodbye to the people. Pessoal, não se esqueçam então de acompanhar aí o canal do Doctor Booty Quiver, esse meu rapaz aqui, esse meu amigo aqui. Acompanhe ele, tanto na Twitch, quanto no YouTube, quanto em todas as outras plataformas. Eu vou tentar botar o link na descrição aqui. I'll put all of the links on the description of this video here. E é isso aí, obrigado e até mais. Any final thought, man?
Final thought. Thank you for letting me be here. It was fun. If I'll just plug the Patreon one more time. If people want to support me on Patreon, Doctor Booty Quiver, and you get access to a ton of exclusive content, plus your name at the end of my reaction videos, which, as we discussed, get viewed by some people. So there we go. That's it. Yeah, no, I just appreciate it. Thanks for having me. There's the final thought. It was really fun being interviewed and learning a bit today. So, yeah.
Thank you. See you, man. Bye.
Bye. Take care.